Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we will play a 1v1 in the Scouring playtest, where we have the Heroes mode, and this time it will be just against AI. We will be playing on the 4-player map Island of Doom, and I'll be playing with Mage, and my opponent will be random. So let's just start it. It will be live game. I will be playing and commentating together. But lately it was really tough to actually find any real players for the Heroes mode in the playtest, so that is why we are doing one quick AI game this time. Of course I play on my streams some games with real players even in the playtest mode, so of course if you want to see some real games against real players, I mean in the Heroes mode, you can always watch the videos I post from my streams, or you can even come on Saturday to one of my streams, and there you can also watch that, maybe even play with me. But yeah, this time we'll try to defeat an AI. He's random, so we don't know really what to expect from him, but this is already in the newest patch, which means that Mage is now ranged attack instead of melee, which is a bit of a difference now, but it still drains mana, same as the missile we had before. So basically you have to be kinda careful, because you can just run out of mana and you will have 0 extra damage after that. And also they added new ability, Trap, which means this is for both heroes, and you can just place that down and it will like deal some damage, throw the enemy away a little bit, disorient him, or like stun and things like that. So it's kinda nice. It doesn't give resources or experience if you kill something with that. So that's the same thing as Ice Storm. So you don't necessarily want to farm with that some neutrals, but you can definitely utilize it from time to time, and it's kinda good to clearing the first dungeon, even though this time I didn't use it. Also they changed that the revival amulet will purchase automatically if you die without it. Also you can buy it anywhere, so you don't have to stay at your town hall for that. I think those are like the main changes. Of course there were some other ones as well, but this is the most important one. Yeah, they also actually adjusted the item system, or item drop system, so now it is dropping, let's say, more consistently. You don't have to actually wait for it to drop somewhere. You just, let's place the trap. As you can see, one shot. Actually, it gives resources. Okay, maybe it gives it against skeletons. I'm not sure right now. But yeah, they adjusted the items, so they drop consistently from each camp you destroy. So like an archer camp, goblin archer camp, there will be an item always. Before it was just percentage chance from each of the units there. Now you just clear the whole camp and there will be an item at the end. So I think that is much better. Also you can still get items from the dungeons, but it is still not 100%, so you can't really rely on that. And then there is also the wolf's camp, which I think doesn't give it always, but bandits and archers both give an item, and I think also trolls, even though that was not mentioned in the patch notes, but from my experience they also always give that. It looks like my opponent is getting the trolls in the middle while I'm killing the archers. I think the archers are actually easier to kill. We don't have to kite anything, you just kill them like this and steal the items, so I don't have problem with this. We also have level 7s, which means I can now go into his base and do some harassment on his villagers. Of course it's an AI, so I expect some reaction in terms of... oh, he actually used the traps as well. But I expect some reaction, of course. The question is if he can save anything. We'll of course harass him with the Ice Storm. Now we swap to normal attacks. Since they are ranged, we can also utilize them. Another Ice Storm. My opponent is already here, but we won't really worry about that. We will just harass his economy. Now we can maybe fight him a little bit. I don't necessarily need to use the trap, we'll just stay here. But I'm running out of mana, so once we are like really low on mana, I will just teleport away. We are stalling him while his economy is suffering, so this is actually good. Now we get our potions going. We can even full mana heal. Let's go for the dungeon again. Night is starting, so now the economy advantage will be really good. And then we'll also get this bandit camp in a second. You can also get the knuckles. They also give you AoE attack on the ranged basic attack you have now. Even though it's only for 2 targets from what I saw, and I believe the melee maybe, I mean for melee heroes it's maybe for more than 2 targets, but I'm not sure. I played the melee hero like maybe 2 or 3 times, and I didn't play it after the patch, so I'm not exactly sure, but just keep that in mind. But definitely still good that you can get some ranged AoE attacks. We have full items now, lots of debuffs for the enemies. I also have some units with me now. You can really easily clear the bandits with the Ice Storm, but you want of course to kill them for resources and experience, so that's not really worth it usually. Boots of Haste, not a bad item. I'm not sure if I don't think we want to debuff them, because to be honest I will just kill them with Ice Storm, so let's get boots for more speed. Right now I think the best items for mage are definitely the knuckles, because they give you 2 extra damage, and since now the missile is your basic attack, it's actually really good, not like before when it was an ability and you couldn't use the knuckles extra damage for that. Plus you have the AoE, so at least one of those items is definitely good, but I would even spam it for like 5 items if I can. And the second best item is most likely the Pendant of Mana, which just gives you more mana, so you can stay in the fight for longer amount of time. And I think those are the 2 items that you want to mainly focus on. If you can stack lots of boots, some extra movement speed might be nice, but to be honest now you don't even need to kite the enemy, you just stand there and shoot him and it will work the best, so I don't think the boots are actually really necessary. Another item is of course the Ring of Health, which is also probably not necessary, because you have the magic shield, so you stay on full HP most of the time, and then there is of course the banner and the a terrifying standard, which are not bad, but I like to rather focus on my hero than buffing some units or nerfing enemy units. It's of course also possible, but I would probably rather focus on buffing my hero, so I think the knuckles are the best item, and after that, as I said, the Pendant of Mana for some extra mana regeneration and also maximum mana, which is really good. Yeah, so now he cleared all my whole army, because of course we are in his base, so he has much stronger pressure here. We can also quickly make new units there, but now we of course just teleport back, we buy new potions, regenerate to full, clear the skeletons, we lost some units, but we are heavily harassing his economy. Also each time you attack, his villagers have to go off the resources, which means they cannot gather for a while, so that's actually also really good. And every time you attack you usually kill something, so we are also getting resources from the kills there. We could farm some more neutrals definitely, maybe even dungeons, but since I already have full items, I don't feel like it's really necessary. I will want to get the knuckles, but as I said, it's not necessary. So let's just try to kill the hero here. Now basically, right now with mage, it's really... Basically, AI is playing also for your character and not just the army and base. You just stand here and auto-attack him while you have the shield up. That's basically all you do. Potions are now also used automatically. It was somehow even before automatic, but now it's way more reliable. And I actually see that his fort is pretty low, so I will try to actually destroy it. Keep in mind that mage still cannot walk onto buildings, like outposts or enemy barracks and other roofs, while you also cannot attack the buildings now, because the ranged attack is obviously created from the attack of archer in normal RT's version of Scouring, and of course archers also cannot attack buildings, so that is how it works now. You cannot attack buildings with basic attacks, you can only attack them with the Ice Storm. Also Ice Storm still doesn't give experience and resources, so we have lots of limitations with the mage, but you are probably much stronger now overall, plus we have really strong harassment, so... Or I mean like the pure power of fight one against another, in terms of the heroes, I think it's kinda balanced, but you have the harassment of the base really strong. So I think mage is a little bit stronger, but we have lots of those small things that you can't do. But that is also really quick win after 8 minutes, the AI didn't do much. We got basically double gold, we get no wood for some reason, also double kills. The kills are still bugged here because of the Ice Storm. Ice Storm doesn't count into units killed by heroes, since it doesn't give you experience or resources, it doesn't even count into the results. Same with neutral kills if you kill them with Ice Storm, but those you usually want to farm with normal attacks as we did here, so 43 kills there. 14 lost units, 9 buildings constructed, so more than double. Just one more level. It's really hard to level up the mage, but if you can keep the pressure here on the economy, you don't even need the levels, so this is totally fine. And then heroes killed, yeah, we killed him once, and he didn't even have time to resurrect anymore. So yeah, nice game, hope you enjoyed this. This is how the game looks right now. We will of course see what the next patches will look like. Right now I think the design is going in the right direction, definitely, at least for the casual players. Before you had some more potential for maximizing your damage with some stutter attack moving, as with archers in the past at least, or even now. Now it's just really attack, move and stand, wait for your hero to deal the damage, so it's just much easier to use. I mean, I don't really mind that. It was probably, it had more potential before, but this is definitely better for beginners, so I think it's totally fine and it can stay like this for now. We'll see once they introduce the next hero, which should be the Death Knight. I hope it will have some unique abilities, because right now we have the leader and warrior or whatever. Leader and knight, I think, which are the two warrior heroes, the melee ones for orcs and humans, and both of them are totally the same, so I hope the Death Knight will be different from the mage and has some unique abilities, and maybe then later on they will also make the warriors a little bit unique. After that I think it might be really nice, but for now I'm definitely really happy that they at least fixed the items drops. That's working definitely really good now, I like that a lot. And in terms of design of the heroes, that can be really easily changed many times in some patches, so that's not too big of a problem. I think the mode is pretty nice, and we will see how it develops in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you next time. Bye.